Yacht Club of Australia for the 2022 edition of the Great Race. We've already had a fantastic morning here in the village. The race briefing has been held. We've seen a mass of media crews over here in the village and all of the big boats getting interviewed. But it's not just about the big boats. We will be talking to as many sailors live this morning as we can with our live dock walk. But we've done so many interviews already in the lead up. In fact, we've done more than 18 interviews. And we thought we'd show you just a little bit of a highlights package of what we've been up to in the lead up to the Great Race. Let's have a little bit of a look at our interviews in the lead up. Let's go this way. Are we ready? This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl. Feeling very tall this morning on Warrior One next to my good mate Clarky, David Griffith, here, Maddie Lyons and Alex Lyons, Seb Bomb, Annika and Tomo Thompson, Mr. John Winning, Daryl Whistling, and we're well on our way towards the start at 1 p.m. on Boxing Day.
Yeah, we're really excited to be in the race.
That's really cool. I'm really excited.
I wish you all the best.
Touch wood.
Where's some wood? I'm just going to touch wood for you down.
But that is, it's plastic
it's
wood.
Laminate. Right, we need to find some actual wood. We'll bring you more soon from here at the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia for our coverage of the Rolex Sydney Hobart 2022. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are getting ready to dock off here for the Rolex Sydney Hobart 2022. And I've run into this shady-looking character. It looks like you've got a bit of boat prep to do still.
Yeah, still got a few jobs on. So there's always a mad scramble at the end.
Yeah. Tell me about your boat and the team that's heading south.
Myself and Rob. Rob's the owner of the boat. The name of the boat's a Nookshook, and we're entered in the two-handed division. So,
in the two-handed division. I like to call it double-handed because, you know, you've got more than one hand, right?
well, that's right.
Come down here, mate, and have a chat to me. So where are you guys from?
I'm from the Gold Coast and Rob's from Adelaide.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Is it exciting for you guys that you can take part in the overall win this year?
That is exciting. Our main goal is to finish the race, but we'll give Comanche and that a good shake, I guess.
And what is it about the double-handed class that really attracts you to sailing? Because, I mean, how long since you've done a Hobart?
I did the Hobart last year fully crewed on a boat called B52. This is my first two-handed attempt.
Yeah.
I'm new to two-handed racing, but yeah, it's just the challenge, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot more responsibility, so yeah, that's just the challenge.
I bloody love it. Awesome. Well, good luck to you guys, and hopefully we'll see you very soon. But as I mentioned, this is the first time that we've seen the double-handers actually able to take part in the overall win. And we actually spoke to Rupert Henry a little bit earlier this week. He has a boat, Mistral. He's arguably one of the favourites to take out the handicap win in the double-handed class, and he's done a lot of preparation, including doing the route to Rum. I mean, he's been sailing with his sailing partner for an exceptionally long period of time. So we might have a little bit of a look at the interview that we did with Rupert Henry, if we can get that one ready for you guys. And here we go with Rupert Henry and Mistral. This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl on the dock in Sydney before the start of the Rolex Sydney Hobart in 2022. I have with me Mr. Rupert Henry. In the background is your beautiful boat, Mistral. How are you feeling?
Well, it is double-handed racing, and yeah, not many people. Everyone has a long job list.
But the first time that we'll actually see double-handers able to compete for the overall trophy, it's sort of new and fresh to everybody, but you've been doing double-handed sailing for some time, having done the Melbourne to Osaka with the same crew with Greg O'Shea a number of years ago.
Yeah, we really enjoy sailing together, and there's some benefits in knowing well the person you're sailing with. And it's a good relationship. I do what he says and he does what I say, and no one knows who's in charge.
Perfect. That sounds like the great relationship, and maybe one of the benefits of double-handed sailing. There's not too much of a command chain.
Right. Yeah. It's a pretty flat management structure, and especially when the other guy's asleep, it's there's not a lot of argument.
It is second-hand, but it's a custom Lombard
MC34. It was an Australian-French guy who lives in Coffs Harbour. So he had the design done by the Lombard office in La Rochelle, built it in 2018-19, and he sailed it fully crewed in the 2019 Hobart. There are 2 sister ships in France that do quite well in IRC, and I think that's why Pierre adopted the design. And who knows what the future holds. But right now it's double-handed, and it's an excellent aspect of the sport. We love it, and keeps you busy, keeps you occupied, and yeah.
I think there's a few of us, myself included, Ed Saltis.
Kind of engine.
And you're not going to get frustrated as a sailor who likes to do things well when something doesn't go to plan.
Yeah, like I know there's the Ocean Crusaders racing a TP 52 double-handed, and it's a really interesting project.
Yeah.
But they won't be keeping up with the fully crewed TPs. The gear's too heavy, the loads are too high, and yeah.
I know that a lot of people were concerned that an autopilot was going to give you a leg up, and I'm like, are you kidding me? It's to help them out because they're 10 down, so
Yeah, especially when you're down to 1 on deck, the pilot's pretty handy because you can go and trim or change your sail and do those sort of things, or navigate.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to let you go. I know you've got a lot of prep to do still, probably before Boxing Day, or are you under control?
Oh, almost there, Nick. Just got to have a little bit of fiddle with the charge regulator, but...
Good to hear. Let's hope that forecast swings around a little bit for you and we see you flying down the coast come the 28th.
We'll see. We'd like a reversal. We want the upwind at the beginning.
Yeah. Wouldn't we all like that?
Yeah, but I don't think so. Yeah, mightn't be ideal for us. We'll see.
All right. You heard it here first. Ruben Henry on Mistral. Can they do the 2-handed overall Hobart? We're going to call it double-handed because that's what it should be known as. And we'll keep you posted here from the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia. All right, Dad. Get out of here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia. I'm here with the team Rush from the Royal Brighton Yacht Club. As you can see, they're packing up this sail here. Bit of a last-minute prep. How you feeling?
Good. No, this is exactly when we plan to do it, not last minute at all. So
Good to know. Fantastic. I'm loving your crew kit, by the way. It looks really nice.
Yeah, that's it. We've got to match the paint scheme on the boat. Big fan of the orange on black, so Harley Davidson colours in honour of the owner.
A bit of rush. I know, I love it. And we've got everybody prepping on board here. Good-looking bow chick up on the bow. Give us a wave. She's looking fantastic up there. But we are out on the end of the arm. Willow, if we can pan around to Willow, are actually not even on board yet. They're taking it very easy this morning, probably testament to Jim Cooney and his team being incredibly prepared. I think they've done more training than any other team here, and they're definitely going to be one to watch with the forecast. It's all going to depend on just what we see happening with that southerly front. Does the forecast look good for you guys? Tell me a bit about B52. I mean, the Rush.
the rush. We'll see how long we can get. We can run a bit deeper than some of the other boats. Obviously, we're not running. We can run symmetrics, but we'll see. Totally get out there.
We like it exactly when it's upwind, but we'll enjoy the conditions as they are.
Make the most of everything, he says, and I love that very, very, very much. And I can just see behind my father here, and I'm probably very, very close to the camera, one of my good mates, Ted Anderson, who brought the Royal Prince Alfred boat down as one of the start boats. How you doing, Teddy?
Fantastic. What a day.
What a day. Are you doing some race officering?
Yeah, we're starting the line 3.
Excellent. We've spoken to Robin from line 2, and you're on line 3.
Yep. Yeah,
Excellent.
it's all good.
It's all good. In good hands.
Always.
Excellent. Well, Merry Christmas, Teddy.
Yeah, have fun.
I
and
will.
Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy yourself in Hobart.
Yep. Any hot tips for everybody on your line today, on line number 3?
Just don't be over.
Don't be over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long way to go.
It really is. It is a long way to go. We're going to keep walking down the docks here, Teddy. Merry Christmas. Got Mr. Lucky just docking off over my shoulder. I'm not sure what's on screen at the moment, but we've got people starting to dock off already in preparation for today's race. I love, this is not last minute preparations at all. This is exactly when we planned to do this. So we might actually hightail it down this dock and go and look for a few others, because I know that we are planning on visiting this dock a little bit later, because we do want to be with the Sydney 38s when they dock off. There's 10 Sydney boats entered for this race, 140, 139, 4 or 5 Sydney 38s. So they've got a little bit of a one design fleet happening, which is just fantastic. 109 entrants in total for this edition of the Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race. Bye, Teddy. Coffees aplenty. Yes, we will. Definitely have fun. And as I mentioned, here's some of those Sydney 38s now. Midnight Rambler, a classic. Where is Mr. Ed? I haven't caught up with Ed yet. Ed, get up here.
I think he's dressed for you.
Are you dressed, Ed? Ed. Ed Soltis. Ed. Ed. Come and talk to me, Ed. Poor bugger. That's all on here. But yeah, Ed Soltis, his brother is actually doing the race on South Brittany, and we might go and visit them in a little minute too. But this is a classic right here. And I'm not just talking about Ed. I am talking about his beautiful boat, Midnight Rambler. And here comes the man himself from underneath the covers. We are live, Ed, so, you know, take your time, buddy. Gotta love a bit of banter on Boxing Day morning. I'm good, mate. How you feeling? You ready?
Yeah, I'll get off. Let me get down.
You're going to come down? Okay, cool. Now, for those who may not know, Ed is one of the greats of the great race. This is his 40th race, I believe.
Yeah, 40th coming up. Yeah, so that should be fun, interesting. Not a great forecast for us, but you never know. Stuff can happen. Shit can happen.
Yeah. Did you expect fog this morning?
Yeah, I know. It's all going, thankfully, but more fog off the Tassie coast, I reckon.
Yeah.
Which is strange. It happened before, way back. My old man reckons in 1975. They had 30 knots of breeze and thick fogs. I couldn't see a thing. Could happen again.
Yeah, because I love this too, because your son races, your dad raced, your second gen on your 40th race. How many is your son up to now?
Oh, he's done 5, I think. He's been on Gualo for a few years, so he's really at the top end of the field. And so very proud of Ben. He's not doing it this year. He's got studies. He's studying law. So he's busy with that stuff, so he's not doing it.
But your brother's doing the race.
Yeah, Arthur's with a bunch of French from South Brittany.
We're going to go and have a chat to them, I think, because I have the lovely Marine on our other camera, and she's going to speak French to most of the crew and show that Arthur can't speak French.
No, exactly. Well, he's the only non-Frenchman there, so they'll be abusing the hell out of him. He won't know what they're saying.
Well, that means he can do no wrong.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. No, there'll be a quiet liquid bet between him and us to see who wins on IRC. So, and both are similar boats. We aren't really downwind flyers, so it'll be fair enough. So, yeah.
Excellent. Well, I've been trying to catch up with you, and I'm glad that I caught you on Boxing Day. So I wish you all the best. I'm going to see you in Hobart, yeah?
You bet. We'll be there.
Yeah. 40th. Does that mean you have to have 40 rum and cokes? Or?
I probably will. But yeah. Shipwright Arms, I'll see you there.
Love it. Good luck, mate. And to your whole team. Thank you so much for having me. Sorry for banging on your hull. Love you, girl. Make it. So good. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to continue this dock walk, but I think we're actually going to rip all the way around to another arm now, so that we can make sure we catch up with some of the yeah babies. And oh my God, Stuart! I'm going to come back, but I'm just going to give this man a hug. Mwah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Eye candy here. Nice to see you too. We're going to come back and see you off, so we'll keep walking, but we might go to an interview now, and I'm trying to think of maybe we could pop Robin up and give her some. Well, we could talk to Andrea or Di. Di's going to say, "Get lost, Nick Douglas. Love you. Merry Christmas." But we might actually go to Robin, I think, because we just spoke to Ted, who's the RO for the third line. We do have not 1, not 2, but 3 start lines for the Rolex Sydney Hobart. And we just spoke to Ted. So I think what we're going to do is bring up Robin Thames, who is the race officer for the second start line, and hear a little bit from her about just why the boats shouldn't be over today. We do have an outgoing current, so it's very, very important that we keep that in mind when these boats are crossing the line, because it is a long way to go back when you finally get told at 5 minutes after the start whether you are over. So here's Robin Thames, and we'll be back live from the CYCA shortly. Legend, thank you. This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl, and I have with me the amazing Robin, who is the RO for the second start line, I believe?
Yes, second start line.
How exciting. Is this your first time?
No, I did it last year. Last year was my first time, so got back this year, so that's really cool. I'm really excited. It's a really good spot to be, and I think for women going out there and showing it, be on the second start line, it's an inspiration for women to get out there and officiate.
100%, and you're an umpire as well, because we spent a lot of time together at the World Match Racing Tour. I mean, it's pretty amazing that you're giving back to the sport in 2 ways, not just one.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I love it. I love the sport. I love what I do. I'm lucky that I have an opportunity to go out and do it. I mean, it's really good. Yeah, what could I say?
Nothing more, but it's lovely to see you have your green shirt now. But what's your favourite moment about the Rolex Sydney Hobart? I know you've been involved with the race for a number of years, but now as RO.
Look, I really like working with a team. I like that we can all get out there. I like that we can get out there and use our experience that we've gathered over the years to, be able to put back and get out there and really try and get some good racing organised for them out there on the start line.
100%. Oh, that's fantastic. So if anybody's on the second start line, be nice to this woman. She'll be looking after you.
I know. I could make or break your race. So.
Do we know what the divisions look like yet for the start?
Yeah. Look, some of the things that we thought might have been on the second line are now being moved forward. So
Okay.
Dennis has now got the TPs,
Okay.
the zeros and the maxis. So I've got the other fast boats coming. And then it sort of breaks down as they move down the line.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, fantastic.
So we've got some excellent, starting conditions. And the tide, want to watch that tide because it wants to going to whip you out of the harbour. So large 2 metre tide. So that's something we'll be keeping an eye on. But
So the tide will be pulling them over the line,
Yes.
and they'll be going upwind because it'll be a northerly.
Yeah. So hopefully it will be like this balance of push-pull.
Yeah, indeed. And hopefully nobody's over, because what happens if somebody is over? There are no general recalls.
Now, there's an individual recall, sound signals as a normal race. Then the PRO is advised of anyone on my line that's over, and then 5 minutes after they start, they will get a bad news.
Bad news and a time penalty, or do they come
back?
Wow.
Back. So we start under co-flag I, and so they've got to come back around the ends, and restart. So the channels on the side. But as you know, as the race starts, the flotilla starts to take off.
Yeah.
So you've really got.
And then you've got to battle through everybody and probably the flotilla coming back.
Yeah. Well, you can't go through the fleet. That's why I is. So you've got to go to the sides, come through the channel, come around the ends, and then restart again. So,
So don't be over.
No dipping.
No dipping, and don't be over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stay
what a
back.
menace.
Stay back. It's a long race.
Well, Merry Christmas, Robin.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right.
See you Boxing Day.
Ciao. Bye.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia for the 2022 edition of the Rolex Sydney Hobart. As you can see, it's a hive of activity down here at the dock, including some crying babies over my microphone. We're doing our dock walk this morning, ladies and gents, and we are heading down D-Arm. Lovely to be heading down. Hi, guys. How you going? Good luck, Insomnia. Great little yacht there. We're going to head all the way up D-Arm, and sorry for the screaming children. There's lots of people sad to see various sailors go this morning, but as you can see, so many people cheering their cars. And hey, this year we're not masked. We had masks on last year, and we were so worried about whether we would actually be allowed to get into Hobart. We've got Huntress on our left here. So great. Chutzpah, one of the glamours. Let's see if Mr. Taylor would like to have a little chat to us. What am I paying today, mate? Oh, goodness gracious me. I'm going permission to board your yacht, sir. Absolutely. I'm good, mate. Happy New Year.
Had a good year?
Oh, it's been a great year. I'm just so happy we don't have to do all this testing nonsense this year.
What testing nonsense?
I know, COVID, it's gone. It's a blip. We've lost that in our... Lost that.
It's taken all the fun out of it, hasn't it? Huh?
Extra challenges.
Well, it did. You really didn't know whether you're going to get there or not. And if you did get there, would they let you get off?
Yeah, exactly. Because, maybe they wouldn't even give you a beer at the other end, and that'd be sacrilege.
That would not be good.
That would not be good.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling this year? What number are we up to? I know that your boat nearly has more Hobarts than anybody else.
No, I'm up to 41, I think.
41.
I'm slowly getting the hang of it. It's, slowly finding out how to do it. But, look, it looks like a pretty quick run down the coast. But that change is just a couple of hours too early for us at the moment. So we're just hoping that slows down a little and we can get round the corner before it all goes pear-shaped.
Fingers crossed for you, my friend,
you.
because I know that you are one of the greats of this race. So good luck. I mean, there's so many people who are probably saying, Chutzpah, Chutzpah, Chutzpah right now on the live feed. So Thank
I'll
you so
say.
much for all you've given to the
Pleasure,
sport
pleasure.
too.
We'll see you down there.
You will indeed.
Okay.
Probably in the Derwent. Do not blow up a spinnaker this year.
Why don't you distract my crew like you did last year?
I'll do my absolute best. Thank you so much for having me this morning. There we go, Hobart, beautiful little Caprice 40. And as you heard there, the weather is really going to be a little bit of a challenge for some of these smaller boats this year. And what I might do, we might roll a clip just to talk a little bit more about the weather. And essentially, we're going to see some northerly, basically a northerly stream for the next 3 days. And when this southerly front comes through, it will mean that the smaller boats actually have to start beating, whereas the larger boats, potentially to just a bit bigger than this Capri, will potentially slide into Hobart with a downwind sled ride all the way, whereas little boats like this will have to finish off their race with an upwind leg, essentially. So when that southerly front comes through is all about what will determine the IRC result for this race. Who will get in before that? We're not quite sure yet because we don't know how fast the front will move. Will the 52s make it? We're not sure. If the 52s don't make it, then it might be a Willow race overall, a Volvo 70, or it could be a Live, the RP66. If the 52s make it, then there's 13 of them that could potentially take that win. Or will a Caprice 40 or will a yacht like Sunrise, who won the Rolex Fastnet race, will they be able to get in ahead of that southerly front? So we'll have to keep you posted on that. So here is a little bit of a look at that weather that I just mentioned on Windy T. I know this has become quite a bit of a source for a lot of our sailors. And you can see here that northerly stream just continuing to develop and increasing in strength as well today. We did have fog to start the day this morning. That fog is now burned off. And we know that it is northeast at North Head. So that nor'easter will fill in for the start, potentially to about 10 to 15 knots. And then we will be offshore to intercept the boats from Cronulla Sailing Club as well. Hopefully we'll get the drone up for you guys once Channel 7 switches off. But it's going to be quite a quick run for these boats. You can see that getting into the oranges and even the dark browns. And then we'll be back to me here on the dock as we continue our walk down D-Arm. And we're going to try and intercept a few more boats here. These ones aren't actually doing the race, but they are absolutely glorious. I think South Brittany might be the next boat that we visit, but here's Ocean Sailing Expeditions as well. A few people actually paying to be on board those yachts, but can we intercept some Frenchies here? Dun, 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 dun. Hello, how are we? We ready to go south?
Yes.
Hello, I ran into you earlier. How are you?
We're great.
Yeah?
Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Looking forward to
The
it?
weather looks spectacular, except for maybe down the bottom of the Tassie.
Yeah, you might get that southerly.
Well, no, it could be just really slow and variable, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Indeed. Look at that! You've got presents! Merry Christmas! Happy Hobart! I love it. This is fantastic. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Excellent. As we head on up D, speaking of Christmas presents, I really want to drop in on my Magenta Project mentee, but here we go. We've got some Frenchies here. Marine, come on, jump in here and help me out. Marine is my lovely, lovely French camera woman and editor. She's absolutely amazing. Here she is. Bonjour, Marine.
Bonjour.
I am very crap with the French.
So do I.
So Marine is going to do this interview for me, ladies and gentlemen, and I can tell you that we will be doing French and English coverage for this race, so that... Yeah, and maybe Togi will come up, but...
Où est Tanguy? Où est Tanguy?
I think we need to show the...
He's asking 2 minutes more.
They're doing some safety. 2 minutes more. We'll give you 2 minutes more. We will come back. Au revoir, mes amis. We will come back to South Brittany, but here we go. Yeah, baby, we're coming in hot. Hello, we are live with our dock walk at the moment. Maddie, how you going, lovely lady?
Really good.
I have a Christmas present for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, as soon as my dad is there, he is here. This is Maddie's first Hobart, and I'm pretty excited about this. And I have some Sailor Girl earrings for you.
Thank you so much. That's so nice. Thank you.
I'm so excited for you, and Andy's so proud of you, and this team is, they're very supportive, I know.
Absolutely, they are. Yeah, we're really excited.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm more excited than nervous. Yeah,
That's
I'm really
fantastic.
excited.
Excellent. I'm going to see you in Hobart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
Excellent. I'm going to let her get to it, ladies and gentlemen, but I just wanted to wish you good luck. Have the best time. Bye. Excellent. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So good. And we have Bacardi in the distance. Mistral, we already had our interview with them. You can see their codes there, or their little reaching sail pulled out in the background there. We have Zen with the Doyle flag as well there. That they will be getting prepped and ready to go. That's a TP52 Silver Fern here, also out of Port Yacht Club. Gosh, that would be comfy in a southerly, actually. Wouldn't you love to be on Silver Fern? That looks amazing. I think all of the Zen crew have actually gone to say goodbye to their family. So we will hold here for just 1 minute, and we might actually roll into a little bit of an interview. I'm just trying to think who we might grab, but you can see right up here at the end of D-Arm, we've got Bacardi. We did speak to BA earlier in the week. This is a Peterson 44. It was built in 1940, and it looks like Brer Fox from New Caledonia, doesn't it? Marine was telling me earlier in the week it looks like a boat from there, the very famous Brer Fox, which is just an absolutely beautiful yacht. But I think what we might do is go to an interview with one of our TP52 sailors, given that we have Zen here on the end. We could go with Caro or Warrior One. We will try and talk to Max Klink a little bit later, so maybe we'll go with Warrior One and Richard Clark. We always have a really good chat. Richard Clark is a Canadian, but he's sailing with an American team, Warrior One, who have been winning quite a number of races. And given the forecast, there are a lot of people saying that the TP52 will again be on top in this race overall. But we will see how it all eventuates with that southerly front. And let's have a little bit of a listen to Clarkie and our tails. And I felt very tall in that interview too, which I loved. This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl, feeling very tall this morning on Warrior One next to my good mate Clarkie. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are you this morning?
Good, really good, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The forecast looks good for you guys?
Yeah, I think, it's hilarious, right? We always think it's going to be a southerly, you're going to, have to beat our way there, and, even clouds is like, wow, it's another year, and a great year, it could be a record-breaking year, I've never, as we do as strategists and tacticians and, routers, you sort of look at the weather and you're like, the last couple of days it's all been very aligned, looks very stable, looks very quick, and, now it's like, you start thinking of all those things that you don't normally think about, particularly North Americans, like, how am I going to jibe this boat in 40 knots, if it does get that windy off of Tasman, so it looks a bit spicy at the end, but it looks like a glamour race.
Oh, that's going to be fantastic. And the Warrior One team has gone from strength to strength. I knew this team and owner when it was an XP44. That's the last time it did this race. Now it's a TP52. She's grown a little bit. There's some amazing sailors like yourself on board, Canadian on an American team boat, but, that's all good.
Hey, if I was waiting for Canadians to do this race, I would not be here, would I?
No, you wouldn't. But we love you for it all the same. So, I mean, the team is fantastic, and how are they going?
It's good. We've had an awesome 5 days of prep. As I said in our sort of debrief yesterday, I don't think I felt as prepared for a race, particularly on this program since I've been on board the boat. We've just had that opportunity of just being able to tick lots of boxes and tick them twice, and some of them 3 times. And we're sorted. It's good. The crews come together. We got a couple extra people that we haven't sailed with before, some new faces, and either we chose wisely or they're very good, but they just kind of just slid into it, right? Just like they were natural.
That's perfect. And the last time you did this race, was that with Wizard or Comanche? Because I've lost count.
I'm not like a Noel Drennan, I've only done 5 of these. Last one was with Wizard.
With Wizard, yeah. And I think the last time I saw you was Newport, Bermuda with Wizard, and then you've jumped on board with this team, and it's actually won a few races now.
Yeah, it has a nice little track record going, it's Chris Sheehan's awesome. He's got a very just, great attitude of work hard, but just be humble and, let your actions speak more than your words. And
the Larchmont Yacht Club way. Shout out to anybody from Larchmont. I think they all tend to be that way.
And I think as a team, we just, let our actions speak, and we've been pretty fortunate to,
Well, let's see what
jag a few,
jag a few,
and let's see if it can continue.
How I mean, what's your rating like compared to boats like Caro or Celestial, who are sort of front runners in the T50?
Well, it's funny how you mentioned those two boats almost on opposite ends of the rating spectrum, you know. Caro owes us a good chunk, and then we owe a good chunk to Celestial. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see, you know, when you get into the meat of the race, where we're all kind of sliding in, and is it that indeed, like the rating says, or, you know, or are you looking in the rearview mirror? Are you being aggressive, looking forward? You know, it's sort of, you know, I don't know, and the uniqueness for us, and you know, at least Caro's come down and done, and you know, Hamo and has gone against the Australian boats. We have no idea. Yeah. Right, like we literally don't know what to expect. So, you know, the interest, you know, the good part is that, you know, and I think it happens all the time anyway. It's now set in stone. You can't change anything. You can't control anything but what you do. So, you know, your cards have been dealt, and you look at your hand and you hope it's a good one.
That's why I think we love sailing, Clarkie, because you've got all these variables, but all you can control is your own performance on the day and just go with it.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, let's just hope that we drew a hand of aces.
Fingers crossed for you. So we'll keep you posted on the progress of Warrior 1, but I think it's time for you to head to the official briefing. We're already up to that point in this regatta already. It's gone so quickly. 2 sleeps till Boxing Day.
And I'll make sure they're long sleeps.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we start to wind into the Rolex Sydney Hobart for 2022. We are alongside with South Brittany. Now, the fun bit for us is that my lovely camerawoman and French assistant journalist, Marine, is behind one of the cameras. And this team has a whole bunch of French with one English-speaking solstice. So come here, Arthur. How many Hobarts for you?
I think this is 19.
19.
Yeah, I think.
And how many speaking French?
0.
And Tanguy, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Marine, what do we say? Each of you, Tanguy, go.
This is my first time. I hate you. Alors, c'est quoi l'histoire de ce bateau?
The story of this boat is that we're representing Brittany, where we're from, west coast of France. But we thought that we're not gonna only sail to Hobart. We're also gonna work on the Australian-France relationship by bringing in one Australian on board, so we can teach him French.
I love this, Australian-French relations. And what words? Oh my gosh, what is this?
So we have an honorary French passport just for the race, for Archer, that we're handing over to you so that you can be officially part of the team.
Thank you. Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, indeed. Now, I think this is so lovely and testament to the Rolex Sydney Hobart. Have you all wanted to do the Rolex Sydney Hobart for some time? I know that you speak very good English, especially on the VX1.
Yeah. Yes, look, it's the third one, so I had a few experience, but most of the guys, they're really keen to do it for the first time, and a few of them have done it. Yeah.
And that the boat is actually called South Brittany after a part in the world that is so connected to sailing, that world.
Well, where we're from, offshore sailing is a religion, so we don't go to church on Sunday morning, but we go offshore sailing. So, you know, doing Sydney Hobart has been a dream since we've been kids, and we're all very excited, very focused, we're well prepared, so we'll see how it goes, but, you know, we're looking forward to see Hobart.
Do you know what? I think you've met the right man, because in his family, sailing is a religion, and in fact, the Rolex Sydney Hobart is a religion, don't you think?
Yeah, look, at this time of year is just very typically centred around the yacht club and the Hobart race, and it's Christmas is somewhat interrupted, but no, we love it. We love it, and it's putting on a classic day today for a start, so it should be fun.
How do we say, Marine, and I'm going to just ask Marine one thing, how do we say sailing should be everyone's religion?
La voile devrait être la religion de tout le monde.
I like that. That sounds good. And on that note, we are going to wrap it up here with South Brittany. How do I say good luck?
Bonne chance.
Bonne chance. Allez, South Brittany. Allez, allez. I don't know many French words, but I know how to say let's go. Indeed. Oh, merci beaucoup. Oh. Nah, I never stop talking. I just got asked if I've stopped talking yet from the Zen boys. How you going?
I'm all right. How are you? Hey, Rob. How are you? Sailor Dad.
Yep, Sailor Dad in the house. Oh, hey, I'm good. How are you? We were just waiting, lovely Marine, to climb down off this yacht. Excellent. There she goes.
Risky work.
It is risky work, yes. And a good hair day too. It's fantastic. So if we head on into the rest of our dog, Kevin Green. Hello, lovely to see you. Oh, fantastic. Oh, look at the ears. These I love this team. They've just had their Christmas presents. Hello, little puppy. Hello, puppy. Any good presents? Any good presents?
Oh, yeah, hand warmers.
I got a hot water bottle. So we're tagging jewelry.
We got jewelry.
Yes, looking beautiful.
Well, you're going to be the pretty crew member and you'll be warm. What would you prefer?
Warm. Absolutely warm.
Fantastic. Well, we will continue our run now. We are going to head up A-Arm, which is where most of the big boats are. And I did a really lovely interview actually with a new friend and a new sailor girl. Her name is Lisa. And this Hobart, basically, she has said to me that this Rolex Sydney Hobart will sim. Hello! Oh my goodness. Hello, puppy. How are you? A Christmas puppy. Sorry, I got distracted by the puppy. We did a really lovely interview with a lady called Lisa Seifert. She is the son of the owner of Stefan Racing, which is a Boaton 80. It is the old Beau Jest, for those who are wondering where that yacht is from. And she's actually just recovering from breast cancer. So this is going to be her first Hobart. She's done the whole season with this team. Sorry, we're still getting distracted by the puppy. So she's done the whole season with this team, and basically she's thinking that the Rolex Sydney Hobart is going to be a piece of cake compared to beating cancer. So let's hear from Lisa, and we'll head up A-Arm to see some of the bigger boats and the hot contenders for IRC at this year's Rolex Sydney Hobart 2022. This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl, just sitting on the rail with a fellow sailor girl, Miss Lisa. How are you going today?
How's it going? I'm great.
I know it's.
I had a few too many cocktails last night, so can we just give a heads up to everybody?
We'll give them a heads up for sure, but you still look beautiful.
Bit dusty.
But we're on your boat, or your family's boat.
Stefan, the hot pink 80-footer.
Yeah, it is a boat in 80. It's an absolute glamour of a boat. We can't miss you, and we can't miss the boat. You match.
It's like the brightest boat on the circuit for sure. Little kids love it.
Little kids love it?
Yeah. It's like the favourite for the little ones.
I think the ladies love it though. You've been doing the whole season on this boat. You've done the Sydney Gold Coast, you've done Brisbane to Hamo, you've done Hamo, you're doing this. It's pretty nuts.
I'm excited. I'm hooked. I'm addicted. I did my first race, which was the Brisbane to Hamilton, and I got hooked pretty much immediately. Now I don't want to stop. I just want to keep racing and racing, and I really don't want to stop.
I know your problem. I'm addicted too. This is why we've become friends. It's like a drug. It's so good.
What do we do at the beginning of next year?
I know. What happens in January?
What happens in January?
Yeah. But you've had a pretty rough time as well, so maybe sailing has helped with getting over.
You made me forget about that for a second.
For a second. This one has just recovered from cancer, and I think sailing maybe has filled a bit of a hole there.
Definitely. I got diagnosed 6 weeks ago of breast cancer. Had surgery 3 weeks ago. On the road to recovery. I'll be ready by Monday. And I got really lucky. They got it all, and in February I'll do 4 weeks of radiotherapy. But it kept me going. The 6 weeks of kind of hell that I went through. Having something to look forward to if I beat it, and which I did, but having that to motivate me and get me through it, you know, like just focusing on that. Like I was like, I need to fast track this and like make it for the city to Hobart. Fuck cancer. It's not going to stop me.
And now you can be scared of that subtly coming through, but you should beat it. I think you're just going to absolutely motor down the east.
I don't want to jinx ourselves.
Yeah.
But
where's some wood?
It's we actually like cut a little bit of wood this big and stuck it down on the navigator.
That's so
we
good.
Can knock on it. But yeah, right now the weather forecast is in our favor, so might be like a day and a half or maybe 2 days. But I'm kind of like, I don't know I should say this, but I kind of wish it was like one more day longer.
More time at sea.
Yeah.
You've never heard an offshore sailor say that ever.
I
They want
love
more time
offshore.
at sea.
And everyone's like, no, Lisa, you're going to want to get off after like a day and a half. I'm like, I've been through. I'd like much prefer to be doing that than being in a hospital or MRI or CT machine, you know.
Yeah, I think I can understand.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm more mentally ready than ever after that whole experience. Bring it on.
And you get to do it with your dad too, which is awesome.
Yes, my father and my brother-in-law, so it's the best bonding experience ever.
I feel like you've made some really good friends in the crew too. I can see Theo standing
Hi,
over
Theo.
there. He's trying not to get in the interview.
He's hungover too.
But yeah, you've made some amazing friends as part of your sailing family.
Yeah, I've been so lucky, and I feel really like everyone's been so accepting of me, and I kind of feel like I found my people. But just the women, like meeting you, you're one of my favorites. I love you. I'm in awe of you. And Holly from Whisper, my homie Emma from Wild Oats, like the girls. I love the girls, but obviously my team, which is all men, they're my men, they're my homies, they're my family.
Oh, sweetie,
Don't
yeah,
cry.
no, don't cry, because you get to go south on Boxing Day, which is going to be a rip-off.
Oh, I can't wait. How many more days? Like 2?
2, yeah. Oh no, 3.
Can't come faster.
Oh no, I think I've just made it too early for you. But yeah, Boxing Day is going to be amazing.
Sweet. Yeah, Christmas Day I'll be making like 80 sandwiches, so that'll be exciting.
So good. I love it. And for those who don't, think that Lisa's not getting in amongst it, I've seen her this week folding sails, getting everything ready.
Wait, what's the name of that again?
Folding. Oh, you're flaking.
Flaking.
You're flaking. Yeah, you were on it.
Oh, wait, the baby.
No, don't apologise.
Bye.
All good. Bye, baby. Bye, baby. You heard it here first. The Hobart is not as scary as cancer. I think we've got 1 million people that can back you up on that.
I'm sure a lot of people would agree with that.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, now let's talk about good things. So you're
I
hooked.
mean, and it's good because I got out of it, you know, so it's all I'm just full of gratitude and happy and grateful.
Yeah. It's a good time of year to be grateful. And speaking of which, I think we've got to wish all of our followers a very, very, very Merry Christmas.
And happy holidays.
And enjoy your loved ones while you have them.
And stay safe. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. And it's so lovely to be down here. If we pan a little bit to your left and your right, you'll see Warrior One in the background. They're getting ready. I think they're going to be one of the first serious boats here to dock off. All the TP52s are up this end. And we've got Koa on the screen now as well, owned by Andy Kiernan. We might now just head a little bit up the dock. We have on the left Celestial, who came second on IRC last year. Might see if Chapo wants to come and have a talk. Oi! We have Quest, which has actually won the Hobart 3 times on IRC under different names. Hello. How are you? Do you want to take my microphone? So Chapo how you're feeling going into the race.
Yeah, good. So the fog's burnt off. It's all looking good. Nor'easter's building. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. I like your hat, sir.
Thank you very much. Sun safe.
Sun safe indeed. Nice sunnies too, and it looks like you might have a bit of speed on.
Yeah. Just one pair of sunnies, so hopefully I don't break them on the first day, but we'll see how it goes.
How's the team feeling after everything that happened last year and being a potential favourite as well with the forecast?
Yeah, obviously last year we weren't a favourite, and now this year with the downwind conditions, we're probably more of a favourite. So everyone's pretty focused on what they need to do, and we've got a bit of a late boat call, so a few of the boys are here early. Wolf's just come down from up the rig, and good thing he's not still there. But yeah, Josh Jr.'s just arrived from New Zealand yesterday, so we've added another driver in there. So yeah, all looking good.
So I guess you're just crossing your fingers now. Suddenly gets the smaller boats.
Well, I wouldn't wish that on them, but yes. Just after we finish, like a minute, we'll be happy.
I'm going to take that microphone off your hand, and I'm going to wish you all the best, mate. And see you beverages.
Thank you very much, Nick.
Very welcome. There you go. You heard it there first, and a bit of a shaking of hands. Love that, man. And we are really in the corner now where all of the action is on, and it's all a bit busy. I can see Max Klink in the distance. We've got Caro, we've got Quest, we've got Smuggler. We're all in amongst it here. You can just see how busy it is up this end of the dock. Hi. Good luck. Thanks. I'm not going to interview you. I'm just going to give you a hug. Yeah? No, good luck. Max Klink there, the skipper, owner of Caro. Now I have comms back. Woohoo! But we've got Guelo on the left as well. They've come second on IRC before. All in amongst it. We've got Crush, some of the West Australians. I'm just going to squeeze through you guys. We are live. And but there's a beautiful view of Caro. You can see how different the shape is. They're probably the best rated TP52. And at the other end of the spectrum, we have Celestial and Zen and the like. And then we also have in the middle of that Warrior 1 and the likes. So I do want to try and get around the corner here. It looks like Crush are getting ready to go. I want to try and get around the corner here. We have a live, the RP66, which if it suddenly comes through a little expected is probably arguably one of the favourites. They did win the Hobart overall in 2018. Looks like Helsel 3 are getting ready to go as well. Antipodes all ready to rock. Excellent. And we'll see if we can find Duncan. Is Duncan around? Oh, Nikolai. How are you? I'm good. How are you? We're actually live at the moment. This is Nikolai Sehested. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Just a bit jet lagged, but other than that, pretty good.
I would say you were jet lagged. Did you go home for Christmas?
Yeah, I just got here last night, so just went home for 10 days and then back again.
The skipper of a beautiful Sail GP team as well. How has that been going for you?
Oh, it's been a bit of a break now since the last race, but yeah, it's going well. Obviously ups and downs, but we're still in the mix and still not too many points behind the overall podium in San Francisco, so that's still the goal.
For those who don't know, Nikolai is the skipper of the Danish team, but I think you've done a Hobart with Alive before.
Yeah, I've done Hobart and Transpac and a few other races with them, so it's been, I think, 4 years now with Alive. So yeah, really, really good squad. Fantastic sailing team and a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of younger end of the spectrum as well.
Yeah, most actually young, good sailors, and it's really, really fun program and fun team. So and the forecast is good for us. So we should have a good shot at it if we push hard and then things go well.
Yeah, and I guess I was just talking to the TP52s. They want the southerly to come through on the smaller boats behind them. You want the southerly to come through on the TPs.
Yeah, we just want to get in and then almost be upwind the last bit, just so we know that they're gonna get it pretty quickly. That's what we're hoping for. And then I think we want some really windy stuff tomorrow night as well. I think that's pretty good for our boat. So
I'm going to try and grab Duncan over your shoulder because I want to ask him if he's feeling any. Good luck to you, mate, and good luck. Stay safe. Yeah, you're very welcome. Mr. Turner. Hello, how are you? How are you feeling?
Excited, obviously. Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yep, all ready.
We might have to leave Alive go. Actually, I think they're looking like they're going to head off. But you heard it from Nikolai there that it's very busy. We have Eddies here. Antipodes is actually getting prepped and ready. The beautiful Santa Cruz 72. They've done the whole circuit with us from the Group Palmer race to Hamilton Island, and now here heading off for the Rolex Sydney Hobart race. They say they're from Hong Kong, but there's a lot of Aussies on board. Bradshaw Kellett actually down the front here. Bradshaw might have a bit of a chat to us in a second, but this boat has been sailing basically all the way around the world, which has been just fantastic. They're getting their team photo here. Woohoo! Bradshaw, feel like we got to do our interview at the desk. You just Excellent. Here comes Bradshaw. He's going to have a chat to us. Bradshaw, how many Hobarts, mate?
Number 30 this year.
30.
Yeah,
How old are you?
6.
Crikeys. This is the youngest man with the most Hobarts belt. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I met them.
I'm never going to be like Lindsay May. 49 consecutive Sydney Hobart races. Now that is crazy.
That is crazy. He's on Kilo 2 doing navigation again, but I just needed to do my interview with you.
Yeah, it's been all year. Yeah, it's funny. How many have you done?
40.
39. 36. Yeah.
36. How many races amongst the crew? You got to work that out while you're on the rail.
We need a navigator for that.
I've heard that navigation will be fairly easy this race. Turn right, go hard, and hope you don't get the sudley.
As fast as you can, and hopefully you don't get too wet down there. Yeah, it's going to be pretty fresh down there, down the coast, and hopefully we can hold it together, get around the corner, and the breeze will turn and railing downwind to the finish.
Fantastic.
Kind of looks like one of those races, but it never really goes that way.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And you got to get out the heads first.
Got to get out the heads, and I'm just actually looking forward to seeing the Australian coastline this year, actually doing some sailing instead of being stuck in a dark, noisy hole with earmuffs on getting yelled at. Bradshaw! It's like, nah, none of that this year for me.
Actually sitting on the rail. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let you go, but I need to wish you luck.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks.
Hero, Bradshaw Kellett, one of the greats, Bradshaw Kellett. Yeah, they're having a bit of a laugh. Make sure we've got our French camera woman. Woo! What was that? Hi, Mum. Her mum is the biggest fan of Adventures of a Sailor Girl now. Shout out to Benedicti. She's the best. Excellent. All right, we're heading up into the business end. We've got No Limit getting ready to dock off and catch Goatsy. We have Kialoa 2, as he mentioned. Lindsay May has done 49 consecutive Hobarts. And we have Cassiopeia here, which is just an absolutely glorious Martin 68. We did an interview with them the other day, actually, and I actually this interview, but we might do it once we're clearing from up this end of the dock, so we will come back to that. But we have Whisper in the corner as well, a beautiful interview with Holly and David, a father-daughter duo who are doing the race. We have another father-daughter duo on this boat here, Stefan, and as you know, very much a father-daughter sailor. In fact, the guy behind the camera right now is my father, so that's fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at this. Hello. 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 What do you think about the forecast? No, this is good. What do you think? Do you think it will be windy? That's okay. What a beautiful little man. What's his name? Zorro. Oh, Zorro. You look beautiful. Nah, he's okay. He won't hurt me. I've been hit by a drone before. We should use him as our drone. Goodbye, Zorro. Goodbye, Zorro. Hey, how are you? Hey. Hello. How are you? I'm good. Are you ready to head south? Oh, thanks. Hi. How are you, Martin? Are you good?
I'm good. No. Look,
No interviews?
well, no. It's fine. I'm actually not doing the race this year because I actually broke my ribs the last couple of ones, and we're going to Whistler with the family. And it wouldn't be marriage enhancing if I broke my ribs. So, but anyway, the Groundswell Foundation.
So you've literally got all the gear and no idea, but you've got the Groundswell Foundation.
Absolutely. Got the Groundswell Foundation. We got Yahoo sponsoring us globally, so that's a big deal. And sort of focused on mental health and loneliness. Published our key report in November, most comprehensive report ever to reproduce on loneliness, because people are connected but disconnected. So important work. I'll be down in Constitution Dock with you.
Okay.
Hopefully meeting Stefan Racing with a case of cold beers.
Yep, let's do that. That would be fantastic, Martin. So say good luck to everybody on board for me in case I don't catch them all. But you did see our interview with Lisa a little bit earlier. And we just met Zara, who's the cutest bird. Oh, there's Warro as well. Hi, Xavier. Hello, how you feeling?
How are you, Nick?
I'm good. I'm live, actually. So, just got to get Warro in on the mix.
I'm disappointed you haven't got your pink shirt on, Nick.
I know. I tried. I got my pink bow.
Pink bow, oh, good. Well done. Well done. Well, I don't think we're going to finish in daylight this year for you. I think it's going to be dark.
Oh, well, I think maybe we'll have to come and meet you anyway.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty fast, that's for sure. Just looking
Do
forward.
you have some goggles?
I've got a helmet.
Helmet?
I've got a full face helmet like we use in the Volvo. Oh my God. Fantastic.
How many Hobarts?
God, I lost count. 29?
29. Good luck, Holly.
Thanks, Nick.
Safe, lovely. Nice sunnies. Looking racy. Excellent.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, Nick. It's going to be good. Pretty nice forecast. I mean, it's probably actually not great for us, but we need a bit more like pressed reaching or yeah. But anyway, it's okay. It's going to be nice. Like this boat did actually pretty well in a similar forecast in 16. So we're going to be doing our best. So looking forward to it.
All right, well, I'm going to leave you to it. We've just had a bit of a capsize, so we'll deal with that behind us. Good luck, miss. Love you too.
Holly and I are like,
You'll be okay.
yeah, we'll be great. We got it.
You got this. All right, let's see if we can catch Goatsy. Wendell!
Hi, lovely. I made it.
Welcome. Yes, you did. This is our photographer, Wendell. He's amazing, everybody. And we're going to head over to No Limit. If I can catch Goatsy, I'd really love to catch him if I can. Is there a Goatsy around? He's not shown yet. How are you feeling?
Feeling fantastic. Beautiful day for it. Straight into it. Can't wait to get down there and get that 40 knots up the muffler.
That's the best way I've heard it described today, actually.
Yeah, it should be good. Should be a good run. I think. Yeah. I think us, the bigger boats probably missed the real max breeze on the 28th. So hopefully we
close the gap.
Yeah, and keep the mast upright and all the crew on board. So it should be fun.
I think that's all you can hope for, and I did want to try and see Goatsy. So can you wish him all the best for me?
I'll definitely pass it on.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, excellent, Goatsy. And we have a token South Australian there as well. He's going to drink red wine with Goatsy at the finish. Oh, love it up this end. It's good. And here's Kealoha too. Actually, we might see if we can catch Lindsay. We'll see if he's around. They're probably not far off docking off. Looks like No Limit's got some wind gear to put up, actually. Just keeping an eye on that. Oh, there's Mr. Cropley. Merry Christmas. I'm good. How are you? And I will see you soon. Sorry, this is the beautiful S&S Kealoha 2. Hey, mate. How you going? I'm good. Is Lindsay at the nav desk? If you'd like to come and have a chat to us, we're live. But oh, he's over here. Oh, perfect. I'm going to try and grab him if I can. Hello. How are we all? Good, thank you. How are you? I'm good. We're actually live on Facebook and YouTube, so I couldn't have a Hobart without chatting to you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Sort of good.
Yeah.
As you get older, as I've asked how do you get to Hobart all these times, it's just being well on Boxing Day. I've had a bit of a tough trot this time. I had a bit of an accident on the boat a few weeks ago and all got stitched up. Luckily, we've got 2 emergency doctors on board, so that's good.
That's very good to hear, because I think I've spoken to a few people today who have you as a bit of an idol in terms of getting to Hobart.
Oh, they need to get their priorities right.
But tell me about Kealoha 2 and your program this year.
Okay, well, as you're probably well aware, she's an old boat, built 64, took line honours in 71. Kealoha 2, and then Kealoha 3 was the next boat that came down in 75 and set that record. It stood for 21 years. Paddy and Keith, the owners of the boat, have been incredibly generous to everybody. We've got 18 crew on board, a couple of guys doing their first race, a couple of guys have not their first race, first time to Hobart. So if we keep it all together, we can deliver them safely to Hobart, probably sometime on the 29th.
Given that you have done, I believe, 49.
This is 49, 48 so far, yeah.
48 safely. I think everybody forgets that one of the golden rules of Hobart is that to finish first you have to finish.
Yeah, that's right. I remember many years ago, Peter Kurtz was asked, how do you Hobart race? And he said, with the mast above you and the keel below you. So, it's pretty good sense, which was typically Peter Kurtz, of course. Yeah, you've got to look after them and the crew. And we've had lots of discussions about that because getting into tonight, and particularly tomorrow and tomorrow night, there's going to be a lot of breeze behind us. And the thing with this boat being a heavier boat, she doesn't surf like a lot of these boats. So the apparent wind that's impacting our boat is a lot more velocity than what they experience, unless, of course, they round up and stop.
Yeah.
And then everything all bets are off then. It's all what it is. So we've got to watch this gear, and we'll probably not carrying kites as far as we probably should.
Yeah, we got here and we saw you checking the mizzen. She'll be out?
Well, the mizzen, I'm getting the mizzen ready to go, and the plan is we probably have it at the start, but certainly in the reach for across the heads, and then the mizzen will be right to go, and a mizzen staysail, and I'd hope pretty quickly we'll have 5 sails up and looking fantastic.
So good, and I'm so glad I got to catch you. True legend of the Rolex Sydney Hobart here, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to you, Lindsay.
Okay,
it's so nice to see you. You too.
By the way, I played your interview that you did a couple of years ago. I had a bit of a laugh with that one. You're a great interviewer.
Oh gosh, thank you, Lindsay. I take that very, very seriously. Thank you so much. Good luck. Good luck, Kilo 2. Oh my gosh!
I came to kiss you the other day, and you ignored.
Now it's your first Hobart.
My first Hobart, yes.
Just the other end of the spectrum. 49 coming up to 48, and your first.
Yeah, so cooking for the 18 crew. Got many meals aboard. We stashed them all on Christmas Eve. So yeah, plenty of food. Boys and girls will all be well fed and watered.
Oh, and very, very cheery given that they've got you on board.
Well, just upgraded from the grunter, that was all.
Danny, ladies and gentlemen, her first Hobart, an absolute rock star. Mwah. Good luck, lovely. But this is the beautiful Kilo 2 built for the 74 Hobart. Sparkman and Stevens, absolutely glorious. And speaking of Sparkman and Stevens, we need to go find my mate Kernsey on board Komatsu. Well, now it's White Bay 6 Azuro. So we're going to head down to the other end of this dock, and I'd love to just pan past Cassiopeia for a second here. And we might go to our interview, actually, with Cassiopeia. You can see some of the lovely daughters on board. It's very much a family affair on this boat. And I did leave you. We're actually all up on this boom, on this beautiful Martin 68, which was originally built here in Australia. So we're going to head in for a little break, but we'll be back very, very soon, live from the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia for your Rolex Sydney Hobart 2022 Dock Out Show. Here we go with Cassiopeia. This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl. I'm on board with one of our international entrants from Hungary. We have Peter and we have Dummy and we have these amazing girls at the top. They have been dancing all day. And
cheerleaders.
So you're cheerleaders?
Cheerleaders.
Yeah.
The girls is cheerleader. Captain Peter.
But the boat is called Cassiopeia. It is an absolutely stunning boat. Can you tell me a bit about it?
The yacht itself, she was born here.
Oh, really?
She was born here next to Sydney somewhere. I don't know really where was the real place. It was Martin yacht. Martin yacht. Martin 68.
Martin 68. But it is absolutely glorious. I mean, you are so lucky to be sailing this to Hobart.
Yeah, thank you. And we hope it will be fast.
I think with some very fast running, it will look good. Are you feeling good?
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much. And the meteorology is also very good. And we are waiting for a very good race.
Have you done the Rolex Sydney Hobart before?
No, never. Actually, we came down from Europe for the Sydney Hobart, so we have done a pretty long journey to come here, and this is going to be our first time, of course. And I hope that we are going to enjoy it so much that maybe come back, return.
That is so exciting. Is there anybody on board who has done the race before?
No one. So this is the first time when the whole Hungarian crew on a Hungarian boat.
Hungarian cruise.
This is amazing.
First time in the history.
Yeah, first time. And I think there is no other teams that don't have anybody on board who's never done the race?
That's new for us. It's new for us. So maybe it was a very big challenge for us.
Yeah, and so no wonder you need the cheer squad. Do we have a cheer squad? You ready? 1, 2, 3, hey! No. No cheering. No cheering from the cheer squad. They're tired. But what I can say is that we'll sign off here with Cassiopeia, a Martin 68, the first Hungarian entry that we've seen in the Rolex Sydney Hobart, and I think probably the only boat that's entered this year with nobody that has done the Rolex Sydney Hobart before.
Nobody.
This is unbelievable, and I'm so proud of you. You are now my friends, and I am now cheering for Cassiopeia, the Martin 68. We'll bring you more soon from here at the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia for our coverage of the Rolex Sydney Hobart 2022. Hey, can we get a cheer? Go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia for your Rolex Sydney Hobart 2022 Dock-Off Show, powered by Stowe. So great to be back with you, and we're heading back down A arm. We've been all the way around D arm. We've been up B arm. We will head back to B arm in just 1 minute, but just having a bit of a drink because it's getting absolutely toasty. It's getting absolutely toasty out here. It was foggy to start with. The nor'easter should build quite nicely, and for those who aren't aware, we're going to have an upwind start, or nor'easter, and then we will see the boats hoist their spinnakers, reach to that second turning mark, hoist their spinnakers, and away they go down the coast. I am trying really hard to track down my mate Kernsey because this is his beautiful S&S. We were just with Kealoha 2, which is a much larger version of an S&S, but now we are at the beautiful Azuro, which is a much smaller S&S and has previously done very well. We'll see if we can find Campbell Jeeves or Wendy Tuck to have a chat to. Permission to board your vessel. All right, I'm going to jump on speedwell here. Permission, sir, because this is the owner right here, Campbell's father. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very confident. They're great sailors, great boat.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to jump on board here with Wendo. I'm going to just head around and see if I can grab her here behind the wheel. How are we feeling? Another double-handed entry, ready to go?
No, we're ready as we'll ever be, I feel. We're all good. Oh, my cape.
We're ready. Yeah, a cape, is it?
This is my cape.
Yeah.
Flag
Good.
Sponsors cape.
You got a new sponsor?
Couple of new sponsors, but our old sponsors as well. One of them's over on the dock, but yeah, we're all here. We're all happy.
Perfect.
Excited. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm just excited that you guys get to race for the overall prize this year. How does that feel? My big day. It's your big day.
Oh, no, we do this. We do this every year.
I do this every year too. This is my 10th year of covering this race. Oh, wow. Well, actually, it's my 11th year of covering this race, my 10th year of actually covering it.
You need to start sailing again.
Maybe there's that.
Maybe there is.
It's your 14th?
This will be my 15th.
Your 15th, my 14th. And your maths was terrible on that last before.
No, you just said that.
That's 29 we had up to.
Oh, it's 29. We got very excited.
29 between us.
We thought we had up to 27.
But we don't.
Have you noticed that these guys are like an old married couple?
No, my wife's just over there.
I know Mel's there, but they are. Look, Mel's nodding. They're like an old married couple.
We just pick her all the time.
Oh, God, yes.
So
All right.
we're 27 now. We are at 27 now, so that's
We
fine.
are at 27 now. There's the
So we've got this thing about 27. It's my lucky number. That's why it's our bow number, because we're very high tech in this sport here.
age. It's my age.
What's the bow number?
It's the bow number. It's everything.
Yes. So
your wife is that hot. I think she is 27.
I concur.
Yeah, exactly.
We all agree.
Anyhow, we're going to have a very interesting race tomorrow night. Is going to be fresh to frightening. I've packed the brown underpants, but I will be in my bunk. So I don't know if you guys know, I only go on deck in daylight hours. Wendy does the night times. So apparently when I'll wake up on, Thursday morning. And it's like,
Here we are, Campbell. Where are we? Here we are.
Oh, look, that's right.
So while he's asleep, I have the vodka up on deck with me, so it's always fine. It works well.
Consume your alcohol safely this Christmas period, adventurers.
There was this much rum in a bottle on the boat. When I took it off, I made her put it back on. I figured we might need it at some stage. It was this little tiny dress.
And it's a big bottle and it's empty. If you're going to put a bottle on, put a full one on. What's the point of taking one drink each?
Because if we have a full bottle, we'll finish it.
I'm not sure if this is an interview or just a catch up.
No, we don't. We just
No, I like it that way. I don't need an interview. But I want to.
Has anyone told you it's going to be a really windy race and that it's going to be really hard and we're not going to get any sleep at all?
Well, no, you will.
Oh yeah, I will. Goes without saying. We have two
Very
pillows,
tough,
a blue
very
one and a golden one, and I use the golden one.
You like the golden pillow?
Always, always.
on a pillow all the time. He said to me last year, he said, how come you're always getting filmed when we're sailing? I said, because I'm always on deck.
All right, now I have to say, as I leave you guys, I'm looking at you in Hobart, and I'm hoping you get some breeze like you had when you came in last time.
It was pretty amazing, that finish, wasn't it?
And you did an awesome job filming that. I mean, it's
you guys were sailing. I was just filming.
We really appreciated that. None of my family could come down last year because of COVID and sickness, and they all watched your live thing, and it was amazing. So thank you so much for that. We've said thank you. In
Merry
private.
Christmas.
Say it on-
Merry
say it
Christmas.
on film is nice. Thank you.
No, it is super nice, but I just wish you guys all the best. Have a great race. Have a good sleep.
I'm planning to.
Just joking. He does actually sail, guys.
He does. He does all the changes.
At the daytime, in the daytime, yeah. Excellent.
No sail changes at night.
Exactly. So that southerly front better come through during the day.
Just a big shout out to Dad, the owner of the boat.
I did shake his hand before I got on board, don't worry. Come here. Okay, copy that. I'm going to just swing round the back stay.
Kick on,
Woo! All right, we're off. And I think we're going to try and catch sunrise before they dock off. Oh, check this out. I think we need a little bit of this action. Can we see the back of your shirt, beautiful girl? Look at the back of this shirt. This is a beautiful one. Musto shop. I like it. Are you going to sail one day? No? Okay. No, I'm sorry, Angel Girl. I made her shy. It's like the Cassiopeia interview. Are you ready? No? Okay. I seem to do that with the kids. Bye. All right. No, thanks, guys. Good luck. Good luck. No. Mwah, we will. This year, we will see you down there. 100%. Poor Mel didn't make it last year. We'll see if we can catch Adrian Carlin is on board. She did say she would pop up to have a chat. Tom Neen looks like he's getting interviewed on the back there. So we'll see if Tor wouldn't mind grabbing Adrian or Tom for us if we could have a chat. Thank you so much, Tom. How are you going, Tor?
Good, excited. Yes. Can't wait for a send south.
You don't sound like you're from around here.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm from Scotland.
First Hobart?
Yeah, first Hobart. Pretty awesome. Usually you have to go upwind to go downwind, but not this.
Not this year. And here's your beautiful husband, Tom, and your navigator on board this good ship that won the Rolex race.
I am indeed, although I've got a little bit of help in this race. We're very lucky to have Adrian Cullen with us, backing us up.
And Tom Neen's getting interviewed by Rolex, so we won't interrupt him. But you've got a massive crew, actually. And for those who know, you did incredibly well in the Rolex Middle Sea race as well.
Yeah, we came second overall. And and have the IRC course record for the Rolex Middle Sea race. So yeah, this is kind of our final big 600 to tick off, really. So we're really excited about being here. We did the Caribbean 600 this year as well, and had quite a good race, but it was kind of had a shutdown. So kind of just hoping lines up and that we can get Tasmania before this big wind shift. Which, you know, at the moment my routing's got us like a couple of hours late for it, but we're just hoping that we can push hard. We know that in waves this boat can outsail its downwind polar pretty well. I just can't bring myself to put numbers that start with a 2 in the polar of this boat. So yeah, we'll
I haven't done 2s, but I've done 16.7 on this boat.
Yeah. So well, so I think in Middle Sea we were seeing we did a couple of hours where we didn't drop below 20 and had I think 28 was our top speed. So which people just, I mean, I still don't really believe it when I look at the boat, but she's fantastic.
Tell me a little bit, of those who don't know, Sunrise is a JPK.
Yeah, so we're a Jacques Villers designed production boat. Jacques is a fascinating bloke, first of all, and has had a really good run of IRC hulls recently. And we've done a lot to the boat since she was new in 2018, and we've put a longer bowsprit on and bigger spinnakers, and a new rig, and you know we've tweaked a few things. And in over 20 knots, she just flies. And she's quite wide. We've got 2 rudders, and she has a lot of form stability. So, what we were talking about this morning is it's almost too easy sometimes to not notice when the wind's really getting up. So you just have to be a bit on it, that you don't suddenly realise that you're on an A4 doing a million and it's suddenly gusting into the 40s. So, and actually we've got a new sail inventory, a completely new sail wardrobe for this race, which is very cool. North have done a great job, particularly of our downwind sails, and we've developed the sail that we were using in the Middle Sea race last year into a heavy airs runner. So we had an A5 that was a bit flat and not very forgiving, and we've built an A6 for this race just because of previous races. And it looks like hopefully quite a good decision, and hopefully you'll get to use it. So that should be awesome.
My fingers are crossed for you, and I think Adrian's probably quite busy down there making sure that you guys are organised. So hopefully we can give her a little bit of a good luck. What is she up to now?
This will be her 30th Hobart. She's coming.
No, she's coming, but all of your first except for Sweetie, yeah?
And Bex
has done
Bex,
2 or 3
she
or 1?
started one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that counts or not. She's done
An
the
eighth of one.
Yeah, she's done the start, which is more than the rest of us can say, most of the rest of us can say. So
Yeah. Well, it is something, a nor'easter, and we've actually brought the sun out for you, English people.
Yeah, we've already got our pink pommy glow on. Yeah, I'm genetically designed coal mine in Wales somewhere, I think. So it's the Aussie sun's certainly an added complication for us in this race.
Well, I'm going to let you go, Tom, but I'm going to shake the other Tom's busy, and we'll just give Adrian a shake for her 30th. No, you're very welcome. 30.
Yes,
no.
Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it. No, well, I can because you're amazing, but it's amazing.
Well, I mean, the first race was, 1984? And it's, and look, but every race is so different. Like, even now, still nervous, still wondering how it's going to play out. I mean, you've got a bit of an idea, but yeah, it's going to be exciting. Quite a lot of breeze on Wednesday, so that'll keep everybody on their toes.
Yeah, it's everyone's wondering how hard it's going to be on the navigators this race, but it's always hard, especially when you're on a smaller boat. You're trying to navigate the actual boats on the course as well.
Well, there's only 8 crew on this boat, and Tom, they're a tight-knit team who've come in from overseas well prepared, so I'm just back up, local knowledge. So we're lucky we've got a navigator on each watch, which really makes a big difference. It certainly helps with fatigue because you're going to be doing the navigating, but doing the deck work and steering and everything as well. So, yeah, pretty tired when we get there, I reckon.
Maybe you'll set a trend in your 30th Hobart for having 2 navigators on board.
Well, on Wild Oats we always had 2, Ian Burns, Tom Mattis, myself, Dave Dixon. Yeah, I think it's a great setup if you can afford the space. To navigator on each watch, particularly in a race like this, makes a huge difference because there's so many decisions to make in this race.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to let you go. Good luck. Oh, so good. Adrian Cahalan, another legend of the sport where I'm very lucky to be talking to so many people. Good luck, Tor. Enjoy. Tor was our reporter on the ground for the America's Cup, Matt. Good luck to Patrice. Oh, you're very welcome. Say hi to TK. Can you give Stacey and Carolyn a hug for me? I didn't get a chance to see them. Stacey Jackson and Carolyn Brower, 2 other Sailor Girl legends on board with Patrice. And this will be TK, Tony Kirby's first Hobart back for a little bit of time. He's had a little bit of time off. Wow, the village is already starting to pack up. This is really exciting, but we need to go and see your friends. Maureen, are you excited?
Yes, so much.
Don't cry.
Oh, you try.
And we tell the twins we will be back in about 5 minutes. They're doing a lot of stuff. Okay, cool. We want to make sure that we chat to the Rickmans twins on their new Class 40, I believe. Now we're back on the smaller boat arm. I think it's B. I don't know. I lose track. Excellent. And we're going into Sydney 38 corner. We've spoken to Ed Soltis already on his Midnight Rambler, which is a 36, I believe. And now we've got some 38s to chat to. There was Hasta La Vista as another Sydney 38 that we did an interview with. We might actually flick to them in just a little minute, but we'll now chat to Eye Candy, the winners of the Group Parlour race. Yay! Some pizza. Oh my gosh, we have pizza. Come. Maybe we will eat some pizza. Do you want some pizza, Marine?
No, I'm okay, thank you. I'm not hungry at all. Not yet.
All right, Marine is going to talk to Thierry in some French for a while, and then I will talk to Stuart. Does that work for everybody? Okay, you ask Thierry. Go.
Let's go.
You can interview him. Go, ready?
Yeah, I can.
She doesn't want to. I'll talk to Thierry. My amazing French woman doesn't want to speak French. So, hi, Thierry. I'm just going to touch your knee for a second. Do you feel good?
I feel good.
You feel good. How many Hobarts have you done?
Never.
Never.
No, never.
Zero.
Zero.
You have won the Groupama race, which was a great honor.
Yes, but it's not the same race.
Not the same.
Not the same. But we have downwind first, and then we have upwind. And it looks we have downwind and then upwind, so perhaps it looks like Groupama race.
Also, but when you start Groupama race, you go left and around. You need to turn right. Turn right.
Well, so I know now.
So he will turn right, and this team, they're very tightly knit, aren't you?
We all together, we've come together this morning, which is great. We've got a lot of experience together. Whenever anything happens, everyone knows what they have to do.
Yeah.
We got pizza for more than the crew. We expect some more. If someone wants to jump on board, come on in, guys.
But Marlo, you're related to this man, and I believe that you might inherit this boat at the end of this race.
Oh, that's the goal. We're not delivering the boat down to Tasmania. That's what we're doing.
So you don't even need to worry about turning right. You could go north for a little bit and then come right.
No, because the southernly comes early, so the better you're there, the less upwind, the better, isn't it?
Exactly. But this team is just fantastic, and they're so friendly. And Stuart, you're a proud Canberran.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm never going back there again.
No, don't go back there again. Now living in New Caledonia. So it's a very mixed match crew, this one, but all very, very passionate about their sailing. And there's two of you from New Caledonia.
Yeah, absolutely. Pulpito, that's next door to us, is our great rival in New Caledonia. So we're going to have a good race within a race.
Yeah, there's going to be a battle. I think there's 4 or 5 Sydney 38s.
Yeah, I think 5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah.
There's
There's
5.
5? Yeah, 5. Thierry's correcting you already. Good skipper. You correct him. Bang. Excellent. We will jump off and let you finish your pizza, I feel.
No worries. We'll see you in Hobart.
Excellent. Don't you love this French accent that I put on when I'm with a French crew? I'm not sure what that is about.
I have an information for you.
Oh, okay.
This man is her daughter is on Pulpito, so they are fighting against.
A father-daughter fight-off. Is this good?
We already had a fight for the Groupama race, and we won.
So it's 1-0.
1-0, and she really wants a revenge. So we have to be tough. It's gonna be a tough one.
So we go, allez. So if Marine is cheering for Pulpito, does that mean I have to cheer for Eye Candy?
I'm also for Eye Candy, because it's the first regatta boat I went to. So it's a bit emotional for me.
Okay, so we can cheer for both, Marine?
Yeah, of course, we are.
We are. Okay, we are cheering for Eye Candy and Pulpito. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Excellent. Allez! Excellent. We will leave this beautiful Sydney 38 that is Eye Candy. It actually came from Australia. There's probably a few people from the Pittwater area who may.
Have you seen that it's the color of the French flag, blue, white, and red
on their uniform? Yeah, come and model this. I need a modeling. Ready? We have the red and the Eye Candy on the back and the blue hat. And
this is the French flag.
This is the French flag. So when you're on the rail, it looks like a French flag, like this. This makes more sense. Can you do this for me, Stuart? Yes, there we go. The French flag. Hello, Lisa. Again, I need to, in slow motion, ready? And hi, King. Look at the things I can make sailors do. This is fantastic. Good luck, Eye Candy. And we have no Pulpito. The ship is bare. Are they all downstairs? Pulpito!
Maybe we should...
Bonjour. Bonjour, Mathilde. Are they sleeping? Oh, you're having a briefing. That's very technical. Maybe we will go and talk to the twins first and come back here to finish the show. Shall we do that? Can we come back in 5 minutes? Okay, 5 minutes we will come back to Pulpito and then we finish the show with your team. Is that okay? Yeah, and Marine might cry. Don't you cry, Marine. Oh, excellent. All right, we have probably 2 more interviews to go, ladies and gentlemen, and then we're going to prep for the start. What do you think? What do you think? Is that good? I think so. Yeah, and I am the boss. Oh no! And I have to say a big thank you to Andrew, who is up in the box, making sure that you guys can all see this vision. So a big thank you to him, and of course Musto, who are powering our coverage today, which is fantastic. I think maybe we just need to show a bit of a sunrise view, maybe that we had whilst we were staying together and prepping for all these interviews this week. Andrew, do you think you can get that up on screen? He got up at sunrise to film this sunrise shot for you all of the fleet from above, which is just fantastic. So I think we need to show that shot for you guys, and then I'm going to jump onto this beautiful beautiful class 40 with the twins if they are about. But I think they're doing a few things downstairs. See plenty of kids on board here. We'll be heading south for this edition of the Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race. And I think we just need to get a little bit of a close-up. If I don't get a chance to speak to the twins when we come back in, I'll show you why I think that this is important. But if you've just joined us, my name's Nick Douglas, and for Adventures of a Sailor Girl and Musto, it's amazing to be live from the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia. As we come back into shot here, you will see this beautiful Class 40, and I just wanted to feature in on this. I think this has been a bit of a feature of the year of 2022, and I just need to tell the Rickmans that I was here. I did call in to see them. Yes, if you could tell them that I did call in to see them, and I also missed Kernsey, which is very unusual. I always chat to Kernsey, but we will definitely be cheering him into Hobart. It's very hot out here, ladies and gentlemen. Surprised that everybody is hiding. What we might do is go to another of my favourite interviews before we close out this show, and we'll get another interview in there for you all. And I think the interview that I want to show you, in the background, you can probably see one of the Sydney 38s as well, which is called Hasta la Vista. And that is being sailed by the Grimes family. Richard Grimes, Jess Grimes, and Tom Grimes are all on board. And their grandfather, the original Grimesy, did quite a number of Hobarts as well. So we will go to this interview, our last pre-record for the show, and we'll come back to you at another Sydney 38 called Pulpito before we get ready to roll for the start of the Rolex Sydney Hobart, where I will be commentating live for ABC Grandstand. We aren't allowed to do any vision for the start, so you can tune in to the Rolex Sydney Hobart webpage, or you can watch on 7 Mate if you are in Australia, but we will have our own commentary streaming before we go offshore to intercept the fleet from Cronulla Sailing Club. So here's an interview with Hasta la Vista and the Grimes family. This is Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl with a few characters, and they're all part of the same family. We have Richard, Jess and Tom Grimes all going south together, and if this morning is anything to go by, it could be an interesting ride. Grimesy, how you feeling? You just sold some shares while waiting for a live.
Yeah, it was to pay most of the bills that have accumulated over the last 12 months, Nick. Last year we didn't make it, so we found working on the boat, it's a little bit tight. So we've got a new Sydney 38, renamed it the same one, and so we'll be out there for the start on Boxing Day. Looking forward to it.
Is it actually a new boat, Jess?
No, obviously you can't really take anything that Dad says seriously, but the boat is looking really good. He has actually put in a lot of work, and so is Stewie and Mac into getting the boat ready. So we're really looking forward to getting going on Monday.
Excellent. And how do you put up with these two?
I've been sailing with Tom pretty much my whole life, so we have a really good team relationship, and Dad is always a lesson in everything that you do, so you've got to take on the lessons and maybe stop listening when it gets a little bit too much, but yeah, that's pretty much how you put up with it.
It might not seem like it, but this man can do maths in his head like nobody I've ever met. So how's the pressure then, trying to live up to your father there, Vegan sailor?
I don't try, yeah. I let Jess blaze the trails, and then I just tuck in behind her shadow and let her take on the pressure.
Excellent. But in all seriousness, it's so nice to be able to sail with your family, especially when you're heading south, eh?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool opportunity. It's something we've talked about for many, many years, so it's nice to be that much closer to the start line this year.
And there's a few Sydney 38s and 36s and a 40 and a 39 in there, so a bunch of boats all around the same design should make for some good competition.
It should, yeah. We really enjoy tight racing, obviously growing up inshore sailors, so that's what we're looking forward to the most, I think.
And what is your biggest tip for these two heading south, Grimesy? You've done it a few times before.
Boat comes first and then the owner comes second and no one else rates really. And that's a good thing about what we've got here is there's no owners, you know, to put up with, so that's my tip for them.
Okay.
Do the simple things extremely well, yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Do the simple things well, but don't do the bad jobs well, or you'll get stuck with them forever. Is that right? Yeah.
Don't do a bad job well. Yeah.
And Jess, your tip?
My tip,
You need some earmuffs, I feel.
keep the crew happy, I guess. Yeah, keep everyone positive and on the same page. I think we go well.
Now you're fresh off the back of the World Match Racing Tour last week as well. Did that get you ready for some sneaky manoeuvres down the East Coast?
Yeah, unfortunately didn't perform too well in the match racing tour, but hopefully we can pull out a better result in the Hobart.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And if you don't, you can blame your brother or your dad. It's perfect.
Exactly, yeah. Push the blame.
Well, I'll let you guys go. We'll probably go and have a sneaky look at your boat before you head off, but all the best from me. I think it's bloody brilliant that you're going south together.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rolex Sydney Hobart 2022 live dockout show. We're on board with Pulpito. Woo! Here they come. Oh, what is it?
How are you?
Stop it. Thank you so much.
You're warm welcomed on Sydney when we arrived.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know you're doing this. This is fantastic. We will drink this when you get to Hobart.
Okay, thank you.
Merry Christmas. Oh, you are so lovely. Thank you for this. Oh, Merry Christmas, Nick. Thank you so much. Love you. No. Oh, really? Thank you. Oh, you guys are beautiful. Now, if we pan around and show this beautiful team, which Marine, who's filming on the camera, actually sailed out with you guys. I will talk to you, Mathilde, because you are Marine's best friend, but the delivery over, talk to me about that.
What?
When you delivered the boat over, it was very windy, yeah?
Yes, it was really hard, and I think that's why we are well prepared today to come the line.
Yeah. Now, in French, I'm going to ask you to tell me, Mathilde, what does it mean to you guys to be here and to take part in the Rolex Sydney Hobart yacht race?
So should I?
In French, yes.
Okay. Je crois que cette Sydney Hobart, pour nous, c'est un peu notre cadeau de Noël à retardement là, d'être sur la ligne aujourd'hui. Je crois qu'il y a eu beaucoup d'émotions les jours d'avant, après le convoyage, et je pense qu'on a retrouvé une super cohésion pour prendre la ligne tous ensemble, et je crois qu'on est tous hyper heureux d'être là aujourd'hui.
And I think in English, I'm already crying because I think that I can hear the emotion in your voice. That means basically it's amazing to be here, and we are so lucky to be here with our team, which is like a family.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, sure.
Good, speak French.
Qu'est-ce que vous pouvez dire aux marins français qui vous regardent? What can you say to the French sailor that they are watching this live?
Je crois qu'on peut tous se dire que finalement on se met une pression à participer à des courses aussi mythiques que ça, et qu'en fait on peut peut-être probablement tous le faire avec une super équipe, une super préparation, un super skipper qui a préparé le bateau d'une main de maître, et je pense qu'avec un engagement physique, émotionnel et de toute l'équipe, on peut y arriver. Voilà.
I think I can sort of translate the last bit. It's a big physical and emotional challenge, but it means the world to them, and they're going to do the best that they can. And I think that this is a really good place to tell everybody that we will be doing coverage in both French and English. I really appreciate all of the French racers that do coverage in English as well, so that we can watch. So hopefully we can return the favour by doing some coverage in French as well from the Rolex Sydney Hobart for the first time ever. So hopefully we can keep your fans informed.
Of course. Et vive la Calédonie.
Excellent. And we are going to close out this live doc show, and I'm shaking. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been nice being part of your family, and we will see you soon. We will have coverage happening from out at the start, but we'll post that later in our highlights reel tonight, which will be in French and English. And I will be live for the start for the ABC, and Marina's crying right now. Give me this. Yeah, just show. Yeah. That is Marina Matil. She's going to say good luck to everybody, I think, which is lovely. And then I might finish this on the dock then. We have more hugs between Eye Candy and Pulpito. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. So lovely. Continuing the New Caledonian Australian relations. And I will give this back to you because you're far better at it than I.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. So, yes, she's saying thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. As I mentioned, I'm going to finish this show on the back of Pulpi. So thank you so much to Musto for their incredible support of our coverage. And thank you to my team, Father Rob Douglas behind this camera, and obviously Marine is coming with us to Hobart. And we will be doing coverage in English and French. I'll be live to ABC Grandstand for the start to commentate for my 6th year with them, which is fantastic. I think Roey's actually trying to call me now to make sure that I'm ready to go. So we better get moving. Wendell and Marine will be out for the start to bring us vision. We'll have our first highlights reel going out tonight, and we'll be live offshore to intercept the fleet as well from Cronulla Sailing Club. So a massive thanks to Cronulla Sailing Club for their support of our coverage once again, as well as the Tasmanians who will be waiting for us at the other end, and we'll talk about that more when we do make it to Hobart. But thank you so much. Our Rolex Sydney Hobart Dockout Show for 2022, powered by Musto. Nick Douglas for Adventures of a Sailor Girl, signing off. Are we done?